is our best value of the day here on QVC2. You're saving $4.50 on the 3-piece Naturalizing Daylily live plants. You're going to get a 3 to 4 inch flower size on this. They rebloom. They are drought and disease resistant, awesome for containers because of the strong stems. And then the height will reach only about 16 to 24 inches. By year 3, one root will produce a plant that is 24 inches wide. So a set of 3 will give your garden a 6-foot impressive show. This mix they won't be labeled, but you will get 2 of one color. They attract butterflies and hummingbirds, rabbit resistant, thank you very much. And they'll hold their color even in intense sunlight. Your item number is M80356. 3 pieces coming home to you for $7.11. They ship to you for free when it is time to plant. So I just want to let you know, a lot of people in the past couple years have become gardeners. If you are new, we have a whole entire hour with Barbara King, who comes to us from her gorgeous garden, Valley Forge Florist, which is this beautiful garden showroom. It's like a paradise. And she comes to us with a wealth of knowledge coming from an award-winning floral family. So it's so wonderful to have you here on the show, Barbara. And I'm excited to be on QVC too, because we're going to take the time, and anyone at home, if you have any questions for Barbara, which anytime I get a hold of her, I'm like, what about this? What about this? What looks good with this? And what does this go in sun? She's here for the entire hour. So if you join us on Facebook, go to QVC Live. That's the Facebook page that I will be taking a look at here and on my handy little iPad, and I'll keep my eye on it. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask Barbara directly. And this can be like a little 101 masterclass as well as we start out the show. So I want to make sure that you understand that we're doing that. So please join us at QVC Live on Facebook. Barbara, it is such a pleasure to spend this whole hour with you.
Oh, I am so thrilled. Thank you, Terry. This is really going to be a lot of fun, and really creating gardens that maybe we've only imagined in our minds. This is the time to really start doing it. You know, Terry, when I got my very first house, and we couldn't afford the landscape package. And I said to my dad, we're like the shoemaker kids. We can't have no plants. We must have plants around our house. People will talk. And he said, honey, I'm coming over, and we are planting daylilies. Daylilies are just so resilient. They are the type of flower plant that is just so resilient. It's not like the ones you saw years ago that were just an orange or yellow. These are incredible. And the colors that I have here today are absolutely incredible. This purple is just beautiful, almost like a raspberry purple. Then you go into the eye, and the eye has that yellow, and then into the green. That semi-ruffled edge is so pretty. Well, I put this collection together with the white, because the white really showed off the purple, and they play so beautifully against each other. That white has a gorgeous eye too. It's this pristine white. Now, that also has that green eye that draws you in. So together, this purple and white daylily is absolutely amazing. It is something that these colors are very intense, but the sunlight, the heat of the sunlight will not bother these plants at all. They are so heavily budded. I had to have these in the collection. They will naturalize and produce more and more purple and white flowers every year. The bloom size is gorgeous on these. They're 3 to 4 inches. The flower stem is nice and sturdy, so they're not going to be flopping over in the wind. And why did my dad say, let's do daylilies? Well, he knew it was going to look better than everyone else's house. So that was one thing. And then the other thing he said, these are resilient, and they will take heat, humidity, poor soil conditions. If you have an area that maybe is too wet and nothing else is blooming, imagine this blossom of color that's going to go from mid to late summer and then rebloom again in the fall. And out of all the lilies that are out there, there's thousands and thousands of varieties. Only about 10% are reblooming daylilies. So that is huge. The color on this is just incredible. That purple, actually, they're called daylilies because they bloom for the day. And this one actually goes into the evening hours. This is a delightful daylily collection, something that you can use as a real showstopper in the garden. If you have a place that gets full sun to even part shade, maybe it's too wet, maybe it's too dry, guess what? The daylily is going to accept that drought condition, the poor soil condition, and it's going to do well. That is why so many of us in this country absolutely love our daylily. But I love giving you a collection that's one you don't find everywhere. And this collection was something that when I put it in my garden, I did borders with this. The borders are gorgeous, the purple and white accents. At nighttime, that white really shows up. A lot of our gardens disappear at night. You're really going to see that white, and then that draws you into that purple that is actually open in that flower there. So, so gorgeous in containers as well. Terry, the grass foliage
It's
is one of my
beautiful.
favorites.
It looks almost
Isn't that
like
pretty?
a separate plant. It's like you're getting two different looks in one. And this is the
Right.
launch of our today's bonus buy. It is our best value of the day here on QVC2. A lot of people already picking up more than one set. Remember, you're getting
Awesome.
3 pieces that, and how will they arrive to us? And then also when planting, how far apart should we plant them?
Right. So here is the bare root. This bare root is a nice, healthy bare root. You're going to be getting 3 of these. So you're going to plant these in so the top sits right above the soil there. So it's going down about an inch or so. Easy to plant bare roots. That is one thing I really love about bare roots. I am not digging a giant hole. I'm going to plant that right in, pat my soil down. Now, I do have videos online on QVC.com. So if you do have any questions on, I can't remember how she planted that, you can just go to Barbara King on QVC and we'll have a video that shows you exactly how to plant this and extra things you can do to keep your soil more even. Definitely use my blossom booster when you water this in and throughout the growing season. A lot of you absolutely love Blossom Booster. We finally have it back here at QVC. My friend Richard Jackson, who is the garden guru of QVC UK, he makes this formula for me, for my brand here in the States. So grateful to you, Richard, because many people have more successful gardens and they fall in love with your Blossom Booster because it makes our plants the best that they can be.
Well,
so
and it sets you up for success too. And that's the thing. A lot of people are new gardeners, Barbara, that you know. I mean, you were fortunate to have a father, grandfather in the business. When it was time to start your own, you had him right there to tell you what to use. I also have a mother with a green thumb who every time we move into a new house, she's like, all right, daylilies are always one of them, because she knows that they're easy and she knows that I do not have a green thumb. And so, but for those of you out there who really want to garden, maybe it's a brand new home, maybe even if it's an apartment and you want to do some container gardening, you don't have a lot of space, but you don't know where to go or how to start or what to do. I'm so happy that you're here and that you get to get ideas and tips and tricks from the best of the best. And speaking of, these are flowers that you're not going to find if you just go to a garden center around you, unless you're near Valley Forge florists. You're not going to find these types of flowers, and that's because Barbara travels and she finds the best of the best, and she knows that they need to be easy need to grow, they need to be unique, and so you can feel confident that every piece that we bring you, especially in this show, but throughout her entire line, which you can always look up on QVC.com, that's what you're going to be getting. So if somebody's brand new, Barbara, and they think, wow, that's a great price, I'm saving almost $5. By the way, that price will go up in a couple days. Yeah, you can't even find these at your garden center, let alone for that price, right?
Right.
But if it's somebody, oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, if it's somebody brand new, Barbara, to gardening, where do these go? Should they be in sunlight, not sunlight? How much do I have to water them? And when will I see a bloom?
Yeah, these plants are incredibly resilient. So you can plant them in full sun. They will even take part shade. Terry, what's great about this is once it's established, you're not going to be babying this. You could have this down by the mailbox where you don't want to be bringing a hose down there. You don't want to carry a watering can. Mother Nature is going to take care of these plants once they're established. And that's the beauty of the daylily. It's gorgeous. It comes into bloom, this particular variety, mid to late summer. But this is a rebloomer, so it's not done. It's then going to bloom again up until the fall. And this is the kind of plant that if you don't have time, or if you don't really have experience in gardening, this is pretty much the no-brainer. This plant is going to perform for you, but also a lot of our gardeners here at the flower shop, they said, yes, I've been gardening a long time, but I want this for my garden. I love the color that this gives you, the unusual flowers in this. That raspberry purple flower is so rich and decadent. Then I love a fantastic eye on a daylily. This eye draws you in. First you'll hit like the yellow, and then it draws you into this beautiful green. Same with the white. They play beautifully against each other. This is the kind of plant that you're not going to work too hard on. And also, the bunnies don't particularly like this one either. So borders, containers, specimen areas in the garden, this is going to give you that show of wow.
Really, that wow with not a ton of work. Now, like all of our plants here at QVC, they will ship to you for free when it is time to plant. So Corey Joe has asked, how do they come? I live in Michigan. When do they ship? So they come in the bare roots, and then
they do.
In Michigan, how will these be in Michigan? Are they okay there?
Well, they are. They take temperatures. They will do well in negative 40 degrees.
Wow.
So it's a plant that's going to really thrive in areas all the way through down into mid-Florida. Huge area of the country that these are going to do well. These are going to ship to you as bare fruit. Then this is about year 2. So year 1, you get a few flowers, but this is what you're going to be receiving when you get home. Easy to plant. Pick that area that maybe has been neglected because nothing is growing there. Watch and see what these daylilies do to brighten up areas that maybe it's a hill, a ditch, wet, dry.
What about, Barbara, I'm sorry to interrupt you, what about the opposite problem? Shani lives in Vegas and has tough, hard soil, extreme heat, and cold winters. Can these be planted in pots?
Absolutely. You know, it's great for heat, humidity, and cold. This is the plant. These daylilies just keep forgiving and giving more. They don't mind bad conditions, and they are a performer in those types of conditions.
Well, they are our today's bonus buy. This is saving you about $5. Price will go up when the today's bonus buy is over. $7 to try them out at home. Shipping to you for free when they are ready to plant. You don't even have to know because you will get them at the exact right time. And then you do have a guarantee, Barbara, as well, don't you?
Absolutely. I love my customers being satisfied. So there's no risk when you order any plants from me. My annuals are guaranteed for 90 days, perennials up to 1 full year.
Wow.
So if for any reason you're not completely satisfied, please give me a call, email me. But if you do have any questions, definitely go to the videos that I've done online. People are loving seeing exactly how they're planted and how they're going to come to you. I have videos online that shows you exactly what to expect and do.